already have their... Hold on, you're going to want to stop this countdown.
Why?
Unless they all... Okay, never mind. They all got their
fine.
stuff together. Good. Okay. Good job, guys.
They're just going to have him either quit. Wait, how did they not pick rigs or anything?
Because you disabled the CWL, so you disabled the rig draft, but it looks like they've all got different stuff. So that's why I was saying stop the countdown, but it looks like they...
Are we going to have to deal with, like, bouncing lasers and shit, or is that all? This dude's got a personal radar on, by the way.
No, he doesn't.
Maybe not. Yes, he does. He's got the little ball floating over him. Go to Daptics.
No, he's good.
Okay, never mind. He's good. Yeah, I see what he has. All right, we're good. Of course, Flumes loads in.
Let's watch Flumes. It took him so long to get in this game. I got to watch this man.
All right, starting off with Flumes as he moves over to the top bar, outdoor bar. He's going to be moving on kind of like an early flank here. If you look at him moving through hallway now, he's going to come up behind the FaTL team.
Yeah, this could be real interesting if they're not expecting it.
I would like this early move.
Yeah.
He comes in, picks up one kill, just broke up their spawn. Flumes picks up another before he finally goes down. Early time, though, going to FaTL. Tank in the hill doing a little bit of work here. And then looks like Cod Cali now moving in, trying to make a push as he falls. 3 are going to go down for the side of FaTL, and Imperial will take the hill. Looks like they're probably going to get these remaining 20 seconds. You know, with only 15 seconds of time, FaTL's making one more push. I don't hate it, but I don't really love that move either.
Well, if they can set up spawns the way they want, it could make sense.
I think somebody shot a descent grenade and it blew up the car in front of him, and he killed himself.
You know, I saw something weird happen there. All right, switching on to lower street hardpoint. So this is one you can hold. You can get in the right positions.
It's one that you can hold, but more importantly, it's one that you can set up the next spawns for. So I'm going to look for a really early rotation. And after about 30 seconds, you need to get out of there. I mean, 2 in the hill for the side of FaTL with Supremacy and Cali. Supremacy working on kind of that lower B bomb site where the bomb would be on S&D, and kind of doing a good job clearing people out. Him and Cali
someone
really
I want to point out right now. I want to point out Tank. I mean, he's probably about to die right now, but he's out there. He's pushing out, doing exactly what we always talk about needing to have happen here, is that he's pushing out outside the hard point to get kills while Imperial's trying to rotate around. And he's doing a really good job of helping his team hold this much time. The reason why they're able to do that is because he was pushed out. Now he's back kind of in the hill now, but he was pushed all the way onto back street near back bridge getting kills. So a large part of the reason why FaTL picked up that much time, I think, is because of Tank and what he was able to do. But this man, look at those K-bar shots. This man is on point right now. Yeah.
We have a 5 streak. Now, I will also say that Imperial, even though they did give up the end of that hard point, they set themselves up for a really good hold here over on the grave site. You saw them all rotate early, and I mean, they set up with about 20 seconds left, and they're looking pretty good. Now, FaTL's going to try and come in for the break, but they're really only going to get one shot, I feel like. They're going to get one good shot to break this, and then if they all spawn out, I mean, that's going to be a lot of points for Imperial. So we may see a lead change here.
Imperial did exactly what we always caution against. Not that we're like the all-knowing experts, but they were basically 4 people inside the hill.
Yeah,
like they weren't pushed out at all.
Up in the...
So when they got broken, they just got wiped out. You know what I mean? They didn't really give themselves any chance. Like it was just like this tidal wave hit them and just broke their hill apart. They weren't pushed out, and that's going to be a big key, I think, going forward. FaTL's done a good job of pushing out when they have the chance, and Imperial...
And FaTL has the next hill as well right now.
Supremacy rotated early and got it.
Yeah, so Supremacy moved over, took the hill, and they're spawning Imperial all the way out. Well, not all the way out, actually, because you got one FaTL guy back there. I can't even see who it is, who's back in the graveyard spawn. He's going to be coming up.
Watch Cod Cali right now. Watch Cod Cali. Look what he's doing. He's coming up on the outside. He's all the way outside this hill getting work done, kind of scouting, but pushing out. You know, they just
but you know what I'll say? What I didn't like about what Cod Cali did there is he kind of sat in the graveyard and then came up behind them, and that's great. But because he was sitting in the graveyard, he was spawning them into lower street. Whereas if he had moved into the indoor building, he would have been spawning the other team in the graveyard. So I actually think, as much as that ended up being a nice little flank, it actually hurt them for where it spawned Imperial, allowing them to spawn at lower B street instead of that graveyard. So now
you might be right in that case.
about a 50-second advantage here for the side of FaTL. Still definitely a close matchup. I mean, no one's really run away from it. Look at the slain. You know,
it doesn't
what is it?
feel that close,
Daptix at 11 and 5.
It doesn't feel that close.
Supremacy was really close to streaks.
I have a feeling FaTL might be about to make a big move here. I feel like they're just really kind of outslaying. I guess the numbers don't necessarily support that though, but I don't know. I have a feeling that FaTL may be looking to make a move here, but as I say that, Imperial's in the hill looking to kind of stack up some time, so we'll see what happens.
Well, you know, Imperial's really taking advantage of the map. Even though FaTL has won more hard points and they've definitely got more scrap time, Imperial had one good hold in the graveyard, and so they got 50 seconds out of it, and that's why this game's close right now. Now, if you look at looks like the side of Imperial, they all have some streaks. Well, not quite. They're about to have some streaks. We're on with Marauder now. He's 25 away from his Scarab. He will fall, and that will stop the streak usage for Imperial. As we finish up and we go back into the original first hardpoint here, about a 20-second advantage and you know, decreasing now for the side of FaTL. So we'll see. I don't typically expect much time in this first hardpoint, but you know, Imperial could possibly take a lead in this one.
Well, you know what's interesting, and Kenya's going to have to tell us if this has been the case the whole game, because I'm not sure it is. Marauder, and it looked like Descent, or maybe it looked like they had taken out 2 ERADs all of a sudden, which I find very interesting on this map. But it looked like they were both using ERADs for a little while.
They did. I think they took it out. I think they took them out just for hallway, which makes sense. But once you get back out,
yeah,
it's a little bit more difficult.
Well, I was watching, okay, Marauder's taking his away now. I was watching him run around on top bridge with an ERAD, and I was wondering what he was doing. It looks like he's switched away from
I think it was
now,
just for that one hill, which makes sense.
Yeah. But... You're right. Now FaTL's making their move finally. Right after I say they were going to do it, they finally make their move now. So let's jump on with Supremacy. He's having probably the best game so far.
All right, we'll take a look at Supremacy. But I was just about to say, you know, even though, I mean, 17-13...
himself.
Definitely, I mean, not a bad performance, but this isn't the type of stat line you would expect to see, you know, a 75-point advantage right now. No one's really running away with this.
Whoo, nice shot, Supremacy.
We are staying on Supremacy, has his camo.
As soon as I said to get on Supremacy, the first thing he does is grenade himself, and then 5 seconds later kill his teammate. So I always enjoy a good self-grenade and team kill. So an additional shout out to Supremacy for having good K-bar shots and killing his teammate.
Well, we will
I believe Cali here has got full streaks.
Ooh,
really?
Wow.
Okay.
He does have full streaks. We'll see. Those are great. We'll see how he elects to use these.
He can end the game with those.
Might.
I mean, not yet.
He might,
yet,
but
once they get to bridge hardpoint,
this is one where you
can
could
end the game.
You could almost, I mean, you could almost just take no scrap time, try and get the full seconds over in the graveyard, and then use your streaks for the break and try and spawn them out, and that would be game. So we'll see if he's able to do that. Let's go back to Supremacy, having a 22-16 game, pretty strong there. We haven't seen any of these streaks come in yet.
No, we haven't. I think you will soon, though. I think once this hardpoint shifts to the next rotation, I think you're going to start to see some of these streaks. This is just another great example of FaTL watching angles. Like, you see what Supremacy is doing right there. And last time Imperial was in this Graves hardpoint, like I said, they just kind of stacked on top of each other, and they weren't able to really get any angles watched. And you see, they got broken there at the end, but, you can see FaTL doing a really good job of just watching angles, being pushed out. I just think they've done a better job so far of being in the hardpoint and just kind of making sure that the time they spend in there isn't as hotly contested as maybe it has been when Imperial's been in there.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised. Cali has not used any of these streaks yet. And
they're coming. They're coming. You wait.
You'd think. Well, although now he's by himself here in the hill, so we'll see. I'll bet you now when he respawns, he's going to be using those, so we'll keep an eye out. But meanwhile, Supremacy going on a bit of a run there now at 26-18. Tank's going to be come up on a flank, but he may wait for teammates. And FaTL looks like, Imperial's going to take this with about 20 seconds. 20 seconds left. Imperial's coming back here hard.
I'm on with Daptix, I think is how you say his name right now. He's doing some pretty good work inside the hardpoint.
Yeah, we're seeing Imperial do a lot of just 4-man filling the hill, which you know, I guess on some hard points will work, but like you were saying earlier, probably not what you want to do most of the time. Although, as I say
Sure, it
that
can
now,
work
Dave
sometimes.
Tick's pulling out. Dave Tick's now pushing out into the mid. We'll see. This is one where you got to push out. If you're going to get any time, you have to try and push out because you can't just have a bloodbath going on in the hill.
Well, I'm going to point something out here, and I know Kenya will touch on this at the end of the game in the recap. You know, I think Cod Cali actually waited too long to use his streaks, because now what's happened is they've got to fight for this hallway hill. His streaks are useless, and so they kind of took away one of their, you know, and now
he's using it
he's
anyway.
Dropping it. Oh my god!
Well, he's going to get a double kill with that, so
worked out. But I don't know what exactly, other than getting some kills and just, you know, kind
yeah,
of
but
messing
it didn't do
around.
Anything.
Yeah, it didn't do
That's
anything.
The problem
for
is
them.
he got two. Oh wow!
Oh my gosh!
His own teammate.
I'm glad everybody saw that.
I mean, he used his streaks, and sure, he cut them down when they were respawning, but then they just respawned again. Like, it didn't really give them positioning advantage. It didn't win them a spawn. It didn't break a hill for them. It didn't really do a lot, but I don't think it's going to matter, as it looks like FaTL now is going to probably finish this one off. I mean, with only 3 seconds, this is going to be a really tough one for Imperial to hold the entire time. Although, if there's any team that can keep someone in the hill the whole time, apparently it's Imperial, because they like to stack the hill a little bit.
Well, hold on.
I mean, they're holding it. They've spawned out Imperial, and you know, this is one where I think if you're a FaTL, you just
How much
need to
do you
not
think
panic.
Cod Cali wishes he had his streaks right now?
I know.
Scorchers right there would really be a big
Scorchers
deal.
would end this game. And I mean, it looks like I think FaTL's falling into the trap of trying to flood the hill just to get 3 seconds.
Yeah, one at a
which
time.
for 3 seconds, a lot of times that'll work.
Oh, this is trouble.
You know,
This is trouble.
Imperial's got to start thinking about the rotation. They don't have anyone in the next hill. FaTL.
They can't afford it. They can't afford it.
FaTL can send someone to sit there for 3 seconds and it'll be over. They need to get somebody in the hill right now.
FaTL, are you going to let this happen to you?
Oh my god.
Marauder's there. Marauder's there.
Flume's got it. Flume's got it.
Oh my god. No, this is not happening.
Wow, this is there's no way you just let this. Oh my goodness. Wow. Imperial.
Wow.
Oh my
What did they
gosh.
need? 60 seconds? 60, 70 seconds? Something like that?
Yes, they did.
FaTL was at 247?
Oh, I have so many thoughts on why that happened. I'm sure Kenya has a bunch as well, so I'll let him go first.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I want to talk about it. It was irritating. Oh my god.
I mean,
that's a tough one to swallow.
I didn't really see Daptics go off that hard, but apparently at the end there, it looks like, I mean, 2.5 minutes of hill time, 12 defense, and 31 kills. That is an all-star line. And
yeah, he was
really
going off.
I didn't see it happen too much.
I'm just gonna.
I was on his POV a lot, and he at the end of that on bridge. Yeah, go ahead.
And Swagger, then you can finish up. I mean, one, the use of score streaks was absolutely just horrible. I mean, he fired the Trinity rocket or whatever when they were in mid hallway, which was terrible. He got a double kill, but what does that do for you? I mean, and then he killed himself with the Scorchers. Why? I don't know why he used it. It seemed like he was going to ping it at first, but then he ended up dropping him. And I don't know why when they had full control of Graves, it was just a bad idea. And secondly, Reload brought up a good point. At the end of the match, FaTL just had the ultimate flaw and just filed one after another like lemmings into the hard point. And you only need 3 seconds. They have to get 57. I mean, just everybody come off spawn.
That's the thing, is I was saying the one thing they need to do is not panic. And, you know, it's one of those, if everyone, you do one of two things. You send somebody in the hill to be a nuisance, and then you set up at the next one, because they couldn't have won it all on that hill. Or you do one good push for the hill together. And I think I can understand your thought process, because a lot of times when you need 3 seconds, you're like, all right, let's just flood the hill. We can kill them long enough for 3 seconds. We can outgun them for a little bit and then get our 3 seconds and win this. So I understand what they were thinking, but the only way you lose that is panicking. And it looked like, to me, FaTL panicked.
That's exactly what happened. So I think I actually know what happened with the streaks, and obviously I don't know for sure, but I think what happened is, you know, I don't quite understand the use of the Trinity rocket when the hill was on mid hall. I could have seen him using the streaks before that, you know, like if he had used the streaks to kind of help defend that back broken area, I could have seen that. But then mid hall, I don't get the Trinity. Honestly, I think he dropped the Scorchers because he thought they were going to win, and he just wanted to get a few, you know, like basically just wipe out the other team.
Possibility.
And I think that's why he dropped him, and he ended up killing himself. But man, how much would you have wanted to have? You know, on that map, there's certain hard points where if you have streaks, it's basically just a wipeout of the opposing team. And one of the streaks that will wipe out the opposing team are Scorchers on that bridge hard point, and he just didn't have them available. Like if he had those Scorchers available for that bridge hard point, FaTL wins because he
if nothing else,
could have killed
you
them
cleared
all.
them out. At least you can get the 3 seconds because that's all you need. You don't even have to kill anybody. You just move them out of the hard point.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I really think he dropped the Scorchers because he thought they were going to win, and it was just kind of the last little, like, maybe, middle finger, to the opposition just to wipe them out one more time. Maybe I'm wrong and I'm missing something, which is definitely possible, but I think that's what happened there. And man, that really ended up coming back to bite him. And then you guys are right. You could see FaTL panicking, and I understand why. And they were panicking because all of a sudden Imperial's making this comeback. They've got the hill just locked down, and they were trying to run at it. They only needed 3 seconds, so every guy on FaTL's team was thinking, well, I'm just going to break through here and get 3 seconds. But Imperial just kind of sat in the hill and held their ground, and man, that is how a comeback happens right there. Poor use of streaks and one man rushing the hill.
That's the worst one too, because the line of sights on bridge are so long that you're not going to be able to get one guy in there.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. So that's a tough one for FaTL to swallow there. That's going to be a really difficult one to come back from. I'm curious to see if they even do come back from it. Great job by Imperial, though. Dave Tix, I want to call him out. We're good. We got 4 and 4.
Now, what happened is the Flames has just been having connection issues left and right, so Imperial's going to play with their sub.
So here comes Seth. So let me tell you, Seth, we are going to be watching you, my man. We are going to be watching you. I want to see him coming in at least the first 2 rounds.
If Seth does anything less than 13 and 3, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. At least.
Hey, can I shout out one of the guys on Imperial?
You go ahead, shout him out.
Dapetix. I want to shout out Dapetix. I just happened to be on his POV towards the end of that game because I was just switching through different guys, and he was a rock in that hard point at the end, man. The way he was using cover and just getting kills, they all did great at the end there. But Dapetix, I think in particular, should get a shout out there. He was very clutch at the end of that game.
Well, we will keep an eye on Dapetix as we go into this S&D here. Now, I have yet to play a breakout S&D. I've watched a whole lot of it, so I'm going to totally turn this over to our the other casters on the stream here, and I want to hear what you all think are the keys to this particular map.
Well, I think one of the big keys is that with 4v4 breakout S&D, you want to have a guy watching the middle because people aren't as familiar with this map yet. So you'll see a lot of guys run into the middle and be easy kills. So you're definitely going to want to have a guy keeping an eye on the middle. And then other than that, you got to pick a bomb site and decide what your team is going to do behind your choice of bomb site. So if you're
Speedy
going
has a sniper. Speedy has a sniper. No, Tank has a sniper.
So does Tank. Yeah.
No, only Tank. I was on the wrong one there. Tank is pulling out a sniper, and Tank has had some nasty snipes in this league. If you saw, he had a back-to-back one on their last S&D.
We're watching Seth. He's got the T-bags out. I see you, Seth. I see what you're doing right now. We're watching you, brother.
You have to appreciate Seth's clan tag. A little bit of trash going on for that one. So we're gonna start with Steph here and see how he finishes this one off.
So it looks like we're going to start off here with Imperial heading towards B.
Dapetix gets first blood on supremacy. And immediately 3 down. Let's move over to Tank with his sniper rifle. Probably not going to be able to do a whole lot here. But I mean, unless you're Nagafen in Black Ops 3, when you're 4v1, I'm saying you jump off the map.
Yeah, he might try and just pick one up or something in the back here, but he's kind of in the corner.
Yeah, so...
Oh, there's one. Oh, no. Oh, no. That shot looks good.
Saw that go through his chest.
Yep, that one looked good.
Whoo! There's somebody yelling at their computer screen right there.
I was disappointed Seth didn't have any engagements in that round. Oh, don't worry, Recruit. We're going to watch Seth off the rip again. He was basically just watching flank that time. He didn't do anything. And while his man Daptix was wiping the map with his MV4. Let's see what Seth does this go around.
Oh, we're starting off with Seth. We're hearing a lot about him, but yeah, I want to see this gun skill they're all talking about. We'll see how his K-bar looks.
I think that's mainly him talking about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we'll see.
Time for him to show us what he's made of here. All right, Seth. Getting the star treatment. See, this is what you got to do at A. A lot of K-bars. Plant the bomb at A. Hold these short corners.
Well,
Tanks
FaTL will get the first blood, but the bomb's going down.
Seth.
They get 2.
Oh, Seth just gets ripped apart by Cosmo.
Well, they're stacking, and of course, there they go. And Daptix, the only one left. Looks like Tank is jumping on the defuse already, so I think this one's probably about to be over here. And that will be 4 down for Imperial, and FaTL will even it up at 1v1. So, interesting first start here. Seth, after all the love he was getting in the stream, still waiting for Seth on the board here. All right.
Well,
meanwhile, on the side
he had engagement.
Okay. He did have
Hold
an
on.
engagement.
We're going right back to Seth. He's got the teabags out again.
We're well, the Tank put away a sniper, so let's see what we got.
Listen, I'm a fan of self-promotion. You're gonna promote. Oh, he's watching the flank. He's been relegated to flank watching duties here.
That's unfortunate, Seth. Well, we're gonna take a look at Descent now as he moves on through caves. They did spot him, so it looks like somebody's gonna. Well, no, then they left him, so he's gonna be on a flank soon if he keeps pushing through. Speedy looks like he's putting the bomb down. No, he isn't. He's carrying the bomb. Speedy picks up the first kill. He has the ERAD out. Yep. So he's about to come up with another one here. We'll see if that. No, he isn't.
Oh my God,
no, he
Tank.
isn't. So.
Stop, Tank.
Tank goes off on the FaTL squad there, and it looks
Seth
like
B's left by himself.
Oh,
he got one.
Seth gets grenaded. Gets grenaded.
Wait, did he die from the grenade?
Yeah, he did. The grenade.
Oh my goodness. Oh no, Seth. Oh no.
Speedy gets the final kill there, and that makes it 2v1 FaTL. All right, so 2v1 now. FaTL trying to come back from an unfortunate hard point. We'll see if they're able to really bounce back here. Looks like Tank kind of leading the squad at 3v2, even though he's put away his sniper, which while I approve of the strategy, I'm disappointed to see. I always love a good sniper, especially on a map.
Let's hold on for a second, because Tank was talking to me before the match, and he was talking about the longbow skills, and I've only seen the sniper once, so he's going to have to bring it back out.
Oh,
see if Tank does
more self-promotion. Look who's getting the first blood. It's Seth. 3-2, leading Imperial in kills right now. This man is on a mission. There's a headshot for Seth. This man's on a mission. This man is on a mission to prove something to himself, to the world, and to the chat. Seth B is on fire right now. Somebody cool this man off.
Let's cool the 4-2 player on fire, boys. But definitely Seth B now leading the Imperial squad. I mean, after
his team to a tie game.
Can I say it's bad when your sub is
and typing in the chat at the same time? This man is multitasking.
See, that's just bad. When you have someone who's getting killed.
Oh, he's confident. Get on his POV. Look how confident Seth is right now.
Karma's gonna find him.
He's running at the A bomb. Look at him. Look at him. He's about to come out.
Boy.
Oh, this is a good spot. It's a good spot. He might get a pick here if he holds still, but nope, he's overly confident. Now he's going to push. It doesn't.
Man.
Oh, he almost.
Both of them fall.
Team kill?
Picks up the team kill. Well, technically, Seth has 5 kills now as the team kill comes in. It looks like it is only down to Daptix. He's probably not going to be too aggressive with this one. I would expect that he'll either just kind of camp and wait for a pick, or well, there's one.
Hey, if anyone's going to clutch up a 1v4, it's Daptix. This guy's nasty.
I mean, I hope he does. I want to see it, but I'm just not a fan.
He's behind you.
I'm not a fan of any sort of aggression.
There's
1v4.
There's two.
He's got 2.
Oh.
And he falls. I mean, can we talk about this for a second? Do you guys approve of any aggression whatsoever in a 1v4? I think you either jump off the map or you camp and wait for a pick. One or the other.
It depends. I think he moved around. I think he moved though because he did camp and wait for his pick and he got it, and then they knew where he was. So I think he just tried to move around, and maybe he should have jumped off the map, but he tried to get an extra kill or two.
If anyone
But I think
remembers
that's why he
Nagafen's, does anyone remember Nagafen in Black Ops 3? That he's got a famous clip where they're all screaming at him, jump off the map, and then he 1v4s them. So
Yes, that was a good
maybe
one.
he's trying to be a Naga. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe.
But
You know, I want to watch Dave Tix right now. He's really impressed me. I haven't seen. This is the first time I've seen him play, and this guy can ball. He's a good player. So
do
I
we
want to
have
go
a
on with him.
rookie of the year candidate right now with his first match?
Yeah,
in
we
the league?
might. We might. Maybe he's.
And he's
right,
almost got
Tank.
camo, so this is working out well for them.
Tank
Yeah,
just picked up
definitely.
the
I mean-
first blood.
Don't
Oh,
get killed
where's
with
your
the
flak
scarab.
jacket?
Oh, supremacy! Where is
Supremacy.
your freaking blast shield?
Or-
Seth B
yeah,
just
blast
doing what he
shield. I
does,
don't have flak
dropping
jacket.
bodies, picking up kills.
God, Seth B. Well, looks like now
Yes,
it's going
God,
to be
Cali.
a 3v1. We're on with Cod Cali now as he's going to try and make a kind of push. He saw one. He's
Oh,
not going to go.
They spotted him. They saw him.
Yeah.
They saw him.
Well, good for them for not being on the hunt, even though they're all facing the wrong way right now. We'll see.
Oh,
if,
don't worry. Seth B's on the hunt. Seth B is on the hunt. Get ready. Here he comes.
there,
Oh, Cod Cali.
Cod Cali
Cali
gets
Cali
one.
with grenade.
Got one with the flechette grenade. Going to be coming
Seth
in.
B,
Kind
Seth
of.
B's about to have a head-on collision with him.
Oh boy.
Get
We'll
ready.
see.
It's going to be pure reactions and gun skills. Seth B says, "Not today. Not in his house." He's
I'm
get
gonna
out of
credit
his
I can
face.
give him pre-aiming a corner.
Yeah, say I'm not going to give him the expert. Well, what do you say? Gun skills and. I don't know about the pre-aim in the corner here. I think we have Seth B's favorite cheerleader in the stream right now.
Listen,
But
this
with
man
that
has been
said,
getting.
FaTL will tie it up 3v3, and I mean,
Hey, what does that scoreboard say? Seth B, keep telling him. Type something else in the chat. keep telling him right now. He's 6-3. This man is leading the charge along with Daptix. I hope
all right.
that's how
Well,
you
we
say
haven't
it.
given
Oh, we got
FaTL
some
a whole
smoke
lot of
out.
love on stream here, so I'm going to go ahead with FaTL, and we're going to start off on Tank here as he immediately falls. Let's check out Speedy and see how that ends up. Speedy now sitting in the hill, or sitting in the not the hill, the construction site, and he's going to be.
That is
there
not
he
the
goes.
challenge
Yeah,
you want.
yeah, that's not a good challenge with the ERAD on an MV4 in that window, especially when that MV4 is Daptix.
Yeah, and Daptix now 10-3. Man, he's definitely got his
This
first
man's
camo. He's
for
probably
real.
on his way to his second.
This man's for real.
Imperial will take the lead there and make it 3-4 on the game 7. And let's. I mean, I want to give FaTL a little more love because we haven't had a whole lot of them on the stream. But
Sounds good. Who are we
I'm
going with
I'm not
here?
sure who to start with here. Tank has been an
Let's
early
go with
blood
Tank.
quite
Let's go
a
with
bit.
Tank.
So
Let's see what
Tank
he
is
does.
kind of the guy who's either going to get you a kill immediately or go down immediately. So we'll see whether that first one he was.
I like
pretty
this
aggressive.
spot here. I like this spot he's playing
As
right
he-
now. He's trying
As
to
I
get
say
some
that, he camps, of
information there.
course.
Daptix has
Cod
camo, by
Cali
the way,
is going to
fellas.
see him. That can't
Oh,
be his
yes, he
second,
does.
so he's probably been sitting on this for a while.
Yeah,
got
this
a
is
last
around
round, I
where
think.
you might want to use it depending on what develops here. We should
do-
have some
I-
gunfights going down in the middle here soon.
I would like to see
Yeah, there
Daptix
they
pull
go.
a gun out, maybe. He's still
Yeah,
running
I'm
around
not
with
sure
his
what-
fists.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
I
Now
mean-
he's got his gun out.
You guys aren't
And
on
he
tank
will.
when he's opening it up here.
Yeah, I know. Of course, we
We've
switch
moved
off
back
Tank
to
because he's
Tank,
not
8
moving
and 5,
for
doing
us.
work in the kind of the. Ooh, of course he. I mean, I
Oh,
have the worst luck for
Descent.
Tank ever.
Man.
The Saint now with the FTL loaded up. We'll see if he's able to make a play with it on his 1v3.
Don't use it
We'll
here,
take-
Descent. Let's
See,
see.
he's about to come up behind one.
Oh.
Gets the kill. FTL
he's
jump
gotta-
probably
But
incoming.
he's got to pick up the bomb. Oh my
Oh
goodness,
my God.
he doesn't have enough time to do this.
He just has to get the kill. He just has to get the kill. Don't do it. No. Go for the kill. Didn't get it.
Oh, why would you do that? Oh no, oh my gosh, he's right behind you. Oh my goodness, he's right behind you.
What are you doing?
And that
Oh.
was good effort.
When you
Good effort.
when you have
Yeah,
11
that was
seconds
great
and you
effort.
haven't picked up no, it wasn't. I disagree. When you have 11 seconds, you haven't picked up the bomb yet. You go for the kill. You go for the hunt, and you end the game on deaths. You're not going to get the bomb down.
Yeah, but we knew
don't like
where
it.
he was. That he didn't. I mean, it didn't
Then
look like a
you
great
make a
play
challenge.
from our end, but
You got to make a challenge. You got to try because you're not going to get a bomb. You're not going to get the bomb, pick it up, and plant it in 11 seconds. So
you know
I
who
was
we
not
need
a
to
fan
go
of that
on with this
strategy.
round? Lean to go on with Marauder. This man's 0-4. Seth B's in here carrying him. We gotta get
getting a
Marauder.
little left from the
Oh
stream.
my
He's
God.
about to get on the board.
Oh my goodness. Marauder. Marauder. Relax, brother. Oh, camo from Daptix. Daptix just hit camo and jumped towards the bomb site. Of course, he picks up a
at
kill.
least one,
Oh my
two.
gosh,
Oh, they
oh my-
stacked.
Almost
Oh my God,
got
they
the
stacked.
third.
Oh, a tank.
Let's move
with a
over to
two-piece.
Tank
That's
here. Tank
huge.
doing some work, using his FTL.
Oh my gosh, he just got an ace.
FTL jump gives it to him. He just
killed
aced
4
them in
guys
about.
in 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think we might see his entire
We
ace
might
on the kill cam.
we
One,
might get it all on the kill cam.
2. No, we only got the last
Oh,
two.
get tooled. Oh my gosh, you know that warms my heart to see a guy with an FTL do that.
That was pretty filthy FTL. Tank.
If they win this game,
Tank brought a backpack. Tank brought a backpack.
He won it for them right there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was an ace in about 15 seconds. Without the well, I mean, I was gonna say without a camo.
I
So
thought
let's go
Daptix
ahead.
was gonna get a triple to end that round. Whew, man, this is
I thought he
intense.
was as well. Well, let's take a look
He's
at
got 2
Tank
more
here.
kills than his entire team.
That is
Tank's
factually
got the
correct.
Scarab out. You know how much I hate the Scarab. Let's see what he does with it.
Well, when the other team's not running Blast Shield, I don't care.
That is
I'm
true.
okay with the Scarab in that sense.
Oh, he's found one.
There
Oh,
we
there's
go.
a blast shield.
Somebody finally puts on their
Supremacy
Blast
just hit
Shield.
a snipe.
Supremacy?
Sorry we didn't get to see that, buddy, but nice
Oh,
shot.
we're gonna go back on him. Let's see if he can pick up a second now.
There's
he's
Daptix.
about to
Tank just
come up behind
Daptix
me.
just picked up another.
With the
Daptix just
pistol
picked up
double
another
kill? No,
two-piece.
not quite.
Oh, this is great.
He-
Tank and Daptix here.
Awesome.
Oh man.
The 2 guys carrying their teams. Oh, and
FaTL
Tank
takes it
Tank
6-4.
clutches.
Daptix, did he drop a 16 bomb in S&D?
14.
He did
No, he dropped 16.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
16 and
16
lost.
and 6 and lost. This was the battle of the backpacks.
Oh man, we've had
I
2
mean-
very interesting games.
I don't even know what to say.
I do. You had a guy with 0 kills. That's why you lost.
I mean, that is true. The hard-hitting
Kenya.
analysis.
Gotta love this in-depth, thoughtful analysis on the side of Kenya, who's never
Well,
been
what
one
else-
to
what
pull
else?
punches.
I mean, there is some in depth, but
All right, let's go
Well,
ahead
no,
now.
I mean, honestly though, let me actually expand on that. I mean, he's right in a way. Like, what was the story of this game? Like, you had 2 guys really backpacking their teams, and the other teammates kind of made plays when they could. I mean, not to like discount anybody's ability. It's just the way this game like turned out is that 2 guys were just really in the zone, and you know, it's kind of like the Russell Westbrook syndrome. You know, like Daptix is over here being Russell Westbrook, and when he needs the rest of his team to
Wait,
step up and make some
wait.
shots, they can't do it.
So I'll
you know?
say, could this also be Carmelo Anthony syndrome?
Sure.
yes.
But they just couldn't, you know, they couldn't do it. You had a guy with just 0 kills. Maybe, you know, breakout. Maybe he didn't know much about where he was going or what he was doing, which is understandable. But that was the story of this game. Like, you had a few guys make some plays, and one guy's team didn't make some plays, and that was the story of it, honestly.
Well, I mean, let me tell you the cons for both. Imperial, I don't know if they haven't played this map enough or what, but you had a lot of them running around by themselves, and they would get into 1v2s
Yes.
that they didn't win unless they were Daptix. But I mean, they didn't do 2v2 or, you know, stick together as a group of 4. They just ran around and kind of like individuals, and it's not going to win you a game. I also saw a lot of ERAD uses on this map, which is fine if you're going to stick over near A bomb or inside the building at B bomb. But I also saw some long lines of sight challenges with the ERAD, and when somebody's got an
Yes.
NV4, that's usually not going to win you a fight. So I mean, that's your 2 big cons right there. I mean,
Yeah.
I think for
I
FaTL,
also want to give. Go ahead.
I think for FaTL, the key was they won most of their gunfights at A because they had stacked A, and they would kill off an Imperial guy, you know, one at a time and get in some great gunfights where they had numbers advantages. So that comes down to why they won.
Also, though,
All right, I
I
also want to give. I want to give
sure...
FaTL a little bit of credit here. Hold on. I want to talk about a team that just pretty much choked out a hard point. Probably a lot of emotion on that team and in that chat going into an S&D. And a lot of times you see some teams fall apart after a game like that, and they actually bounce back pretty well. So I want to give them a little bit of credit for being able to kind of not let it carry over into their S&D game.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to build on that, and I'm going to highlight one person in particular. I'm pretty sure at one point in that game, Tank was 6-5. His final line was 14-6. So when it mattered most, after choking game 1, he said, "Oh no, guys, get on my back. I'm going to go 8-1 down the stretch, including a massive 4-second ace or whatever that was." Like, Tank willed his team to victory in that one. No doubt about it.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt. Absolutely no doubt. All right, so as we move on into this Frost uplink here, another map that we haven't seen yet in the BP Amateur League.
Get
so
ready for ERADs. Here come the ERADs.
I would expect to see a couple ERADs. I'd expect to see maybe a K-bar or two. I mean, for Frost uplink, though, you know, here's what I'll say on at least what I think my thought process is. It's going to be a bloodbath. There's going to be just a boatload of engagements in the middle of the map. Drone control is a complete crapshoot. I think the key to this is going to be the second kills. So when you clear out the team, you can't just get the drone and push anymore. You have to actually clear out the team, push forward, throw the drone forward, clear them out again, and then put points on the board. Do we agree?
Agreed.
Yep.
So, I mean, because that's one of the things that's probably the biggest difference in uplink between Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare is that you see in Black Ops 3 you could, go 4 down on the other team, you could kill them, and basically pick the drone up and at least get a toss. Usually, though, you could push straight into a dunk. For a couple of the maps on Infinite Warfare, it doesn't work. I mean, especially if you have anyone who's any good at intercepting the drone, they're going to spawn back in their base before you can really do anything. So let's take a look here. As we go through, I'm expecting to see, we have an NV4 for Speedy, K-bar, ERAD for
Daptix has an
Cali,
ERAD out.
K-bar for Supremacy, K-bar, ERAD, and ERAD. So 2 ERADs, 2 K-bars for Imperial. Looks like 1 ERAD and 3 K-bars, or sorry, 1 ERAD, 2 K-bars, and NV4 for the side of FaTL.
Right now, Speedy has an Oni out.
I guess, though, if you're going to use an NV4, maybe you take the Oni as, like, your secondary close-range gun, if you really have to.
Yeah, I guess that's what he's doing.
Yeah. So let's go ahead. We're going to start off with Tank, who's going to be the first one to pick up the bomb. He's going to make it through. He might get early points. There's really no one. Oh, there's someone there. Yeah, that wasn't going to work. That's one where you just tried to force it through. Although...
Oh,
like
FaTL
Supremacy
just
picks it. Yeah, Supremacy picked up
They
Tank's
forced it right through.
dead drone, and well, what happened is Tank took it and just bum rushed the base, and even though he went down, the trade came in and there was no one there, and so they were able to kind of get that through. So now Daptix though coming right back.
Oh, he's trying to beat someone down. This man can literally use any weapon in the game. ERAD, drone, NV4. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but that
beatdown
almost cost him. See, he had an easy toss, and instead he tried to get a beatdown. Now, he ended up getting the toss anyway, but that could have cost them the points. Just, when you get a toss, take the toss. You don't need to try and beat people down and work your way into a dunk.
Yeah, I guess, but man, that was so impressive. I'm impressed. Ooh, Marauder,
down
nice
for the
two-piece.
side.
I saw that
very
one.
quickly on Marauder. 3 down now. Cod Cali only 1 left, and it looks like Imperial is on the move. They're going to start pushing this drone up. Daptix doing good. Low wall runs, although... Oh, he used his camo. No, he didn't. He just was moving.
He outran his
shoot him.
blockers. What happened?
He outran his blockers. Descent now, trying to make a move with the drone. Again, they're going to force this one.
He might... Oh, he almost had one.
He couldn't get the toss off. He was mantling the wall, and he should have thrown it from inside.
All right,
instead,
it's time to check
he
in
doesn't
on my
get
man,
that.
Seth B.
Seth B, well, we're on with
K-bar.
Daptix right now, just kind of hurling the drone at the other team. Not really sure why on that one, but let's move over. We'll give Seth
B
a little bit of love here.
Put a couple bullets in his teammate.
Seth B
dropped.
trying long-range ERADs. Long-range ERAD kills for Seth B here. Looks like FaTL Speedy is going to be trying to move. Actually, he's in the base. It's going to be points. No, he's not. Thought he was around the corner. He wasn't around it yet, but this got one guy to get past.
Now we should be able to get some
He's going to
points.
take...
Oh, no.
he missed the toss.
Oh, no.
Missed the toss.
I think he wall ran by accident. Oh, goodness.
Dagger.
That's brutal. Well, that should have been a tie game, but they're going to
well,
reset.
actually, that would have put them... up by 2, and now it's only going to... They're only going to maintain
Oh, my
that
bad, my
single
bad. I was
point
looking
lead.
at the wrong team. My bad.
So now we are... Let's take a look at Tank here, doing a little bit of work. 4 down for... And the drone pushing. 4 down for FaTL, drone pushing. Like I said, they're going to need the second wave of kills. You can't force this one through.
Well, Dapetix did enough. Dapetix did enough to get him through. They just missed the toss. I mean, he didn't get all the kills, but he did enough to make an impact. They just couldn't convert. I happened to be on Dapetix POV right there, and he did enough
ends up being
to
okay because Marauder cleans up, picks up the drone, and gets the points. So as
that should never happen. That should never happen.
Double kill,
like
clean
shut
up,
down their
and
push. Yeah, that's just not. Oh, wow, Descent. Nice shots, man. I was on his POV right there. Descent's a battering ram right now.
Descent is definitely plowing the road for his team right now.
And he just got a beat down. Give this man some points. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
He almost had the points as well. He almost finished it off.
What happened?
Cod Callie's going to clear out the drone.
You threw it off the wall, brother.
Man,
all right,
still
I'm
low
feeling
scoring.
Cod Callie.
See here, I want to point out though, Imperial's doing a great job being pushed up into FaTL's base. I mean, if you look at it, you know, they're in the underpass, they're in on the lower wall runs, they're over by robots. They've got guys pushed up on this map, and they're killing FaTL as they spawn, as opposed to, you know, meeting in the middle and fighting over drone control. If you've noticed that, I think they're actually doing a really good job of pushing the map forward.
They keep outrunning their blockers though. Huge problem.
Yeah, I mean,
you know
it's one of those things where.
If you have a chance to get on, Cod Callie, in this game at least, he's a very good ERAD player.
All right, we'll take a look at Cod Callie.
I've been watching his POV a lot lately. Right as I said, he banks a grenade off the wall and shoots the ground.
Tank gets the beat down with the drone. Gonna have one chance at points. Does he hit it? No, he doesn't. Looks like it was intercepted. With only 10 seconds left, I don't think there's going to be another push. This one's done. Imperial's going to be moving into half with a 3-2 lead. You know, I think what happened here is the story for me, at least in this first half, Imperial, phenomenal map control, horrible drone handling.
Yep.
Yes, agreed.
And I take it back. Not horrible,
beat down in the kill
but you know, just not smart drone carrying. You know, there's a reason you have lead blockers. You know, their only dunk came off of someone who got cut down charging in the base, and then, you know, I think it was Marauder came in, got a quick double kill, and actually cleaned up FaTL and got the dunk. But, you know, other than that, like you didn't see a lot of structured pushes from them.
Well, we keep saying it. If you kill the opposing team in the middle and grab the drone, you're gonna have to kill them again, and they seem to forget this as soon as they had the drone.
There's 3 down for FaTL. Here's a chance to get a push started.
And you have to. There's gonna be one more set of kills.
Oh, he's up high though. Supremacy's got this.
That's it. Supremacy gets the dunk in. FaTL's gonna take the 4-3 lead, and at 4 down for Imperial, this could be trouble again.
Yeah, this really could be.
Cod Callie already pushing up with the drone. He's got the lead blocker, although he gets shot in the back, and it looks like, I think it was Dapetix, actually the man who stops the push there. Great job from him. We're going to be moving...
Are you surprised, Dapetix? Hold on, we need to get an official 60 seconds with Seth B.
Seth B hasn't got a lot of love on the uplink stream yet, so we'll go over to Seth B. We'll give him his... He's about to get a chance to make a play here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this man, there he is.
Isn't quite able to put the shots down.
Yep, little far for the camera. That's okay though. Cleans him up.
Picks up the one bullet kill coming off the wall run.
I'm hyping you up, Seth B. Here we go.
Seth B is about to lose. He's about to lose the POV. If he doesn't get this kill, he's losing.
Yep, here we go. Here comes 4-piece. Ready? There goes one.
On the flank. And there he goes. 4 down for FaTL.
4 down. Let's go, Imperial. This is where you move.
But they're all respawned, so they're just gonna. Oh, they've got no one looking at the back door. They've got no one looking.
Marauder, nice routes.
Oh, they get 1 point.
Nice routes.
You know, when you go 4 down and you all start respawning back on that kind of the frozen hill back there.
They're 3 down again.
And you got to have somebody. Somebody's got to be watching that little backdoor exit there from, what is it, blue or whatever that lab is called there. Descent has his camo. We'll see if he uses it. He's not going to use it, but he's going to get the dunk anyway.
Oh, wow.
And Imperial, he should have used it. I mean, you want to guarantee the lead. Yeah.
Oh wow, they've got some abilities. Imperial is just taking control of this game. FaTL's got to stop this bleeding here. Imperial has just put their foot down. They've got about 3 waves here where they've been outslaying FaTL about 2-1. I mean, I looked a minute ago. Seth B was like 6 and 10. And now he's up to 12 and 13. Descent. Oh my gosh, Dave Tix is just on a mission to destroy the soul
and overdrive
FaTL right now.
See if he's. I mean,
that man.
Whew. I mean, the overdrive could make another one. The definitely. And then Descent. What does he have?
Here's the thing, though. How do they not have the drone right now? Imperial's been controlling the slaying so much.
Here's my question: when you have overdrive and camo, how have they not scored again? They got overdrive and camo.
Beat down. And here comes FaTL. Here comes FaTL.
Lose points. All right, we'll see. Let's see.
Supremacy now is going to be coming through.
Wow, they got him. Cut. I think it was crossfire. They were not shooting him.
Kill. It was a team kill.
Oh no.
Speedy killed him.
Oh no.
That's brutal. Guys, if you lose this game, we're going to put a little asterisk by that moment right there.
That can't happen.
Team
all right.
kills. Supremacy with camo.
Speedy does have his overdrive as well, so there's going to be some payload usage here, and it's going to be
camo. All right, overdrive.
There it goes.
He's got it.
Oh, this is huge. That's huge. That's a big on a mission. Yeah, that's
FaTL's going to have to answer back pretty fast, but they have an overdrive of their own, so this is not over yet.
Yeah, COD Cali just picked up a big 2-piece to get it started, so they've got to get some slaying going here. They've got the drone.
Supremacy's about to have looks like a toss here. Oh my god, he runs right by one of the Imperial players. I didn't see who it was, but the guy just never saw him.
Good.
I'm not sure what happened, but
Supremacy.
Descent wasted his camo.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Speedy just got it. Oh no. Oh no.
Throw it.
He couldn't. I think he had to try to dunk it. I think he had to try and dunk it because they're down 2 dunks. But he just, I think he probably could have waited another couple seconds.
Such a dagger. Great movement. Wasn't able to finish it off. Daptix is going to take this thing on the lower wall run here for about the last 30 seconds. And looks like he's just going to try and he's going to try and eat some time, get a beat down.
He's going to beat Supremacy in the face with the drone. And now he's going to continue his wall running. Oh.
Oh,
that was a good try.
He was able to get the drone toss on camera, but
I thought he was going to hit that dunk. Or that, sorry, that toss.
With 10 seconds left, it looks like Imperial's about to take this one. So this one is over. Imperial Gaming fights back from. I mean,
what an interesting kind of weird game tonight.
Just odd. I mean, this wasn't right from the beginning. Between all the
look who's on the final kill cam.
Loaded in.
Look who's on the final kill cam. Seth
Stop it.
B.
Don't.
This man took a lot of crap in the chat.
All right, so let's go ahead and try and analyze what happened here. Imperial. I mean, my first instinct is to say, well, they just simply outslayed, but that wouldn't really be that accurate, because you look at the kills to deaths for each team, and I think looks like they have a slight advantage in slaying, but not by a ton. So then my next thought is to say, all right, well, they pushed better as a team, or they played better uplink strategy, but they didn't do that either. As we saw, they tried to bum rush the uplink. They tried to bum rush the drone more than once. So I'm not sure how they won this one. I mean, was it just a matter of a few big plays?
Well, here's what I think happened, honestly. They did end up outslaying him. It wasn't by a huge margin, but the thing was, I wish we could have seen the difference between first half and second half slaying, because there was a period of about 3 or 4 minutes there where Imperial just repeatedly wiped FaTL off the map. It was about 4 or 5 respawn rotations in a row where Imperial must have been like plus 15 overall KD. I mean, they just kept getting kills. And so maybe the overall slaying didn't look that lopsided, although Imperial did come out ahead. But there was a period of time where they scored some points and kind of took control of the game, where they just kicked their slaying into high gear. I mean, it looks like Descent had the most kills, but Daptix for a while was on a run where nobody could stop him. And he really, even though he didn't have the best stat line at the end of that game, he really opened it up, I thought.
All right,
I think the key was that Imperial had mid-map control pretty much the entire second half, and FaTL, I don't know, FaTL spent too much time chasing the drone around and refused to get mid-map control, and that was the key to the second half, and that's why they lost.
All right, well, that will do it for this one. Look, Imperial's going to take it in a 2-1 win over the FaTL Eagle clan. I think this leads us to our OC Gaming MVP, and I mean, I think it's pretty obvious from my point of view. Daptix mans up and kind of carries his team through the hard point, even though they lost the S&D, does the same thing for the S&D, and then at least a very respectable performance on the uplink. What are y'all's thoughts on our MVP here?
I'm with you 100%. That man was big.
I completely agree. It was Daptix all
right. Well, Daptix, congratulations. First game in the stream, and he gets our OC Gaming MVP. So good job to him. We will definitely look forward to seeing some more from him. And then, on the side of FaTL now, FaTL, they've played some pretty remarkable S&Ds from what I've seen. Now, they had that they won the 4-0 comeback, I believe it was, on worst behavior to open the season when we started here. If you remember, they got hurt pretty bad on a hard point, came back, went 4. They started off 0-4 on an S&D and then came back to win it. And even again now they have a heartbreaking hard point and then come back and win an S&D with some. So it looks to me like FaTL's kind of becoming one of our S&D specialist teams, if you will. But the respawns are where I don't think they've won a respawn yet. I don't think they've lost an S&D, so they're kind of the opposite of worst behavior.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah,
I mean, FaTL's going to be your one of your tough S&D teams. They just need to get it together, and I think they're really close in hardpoint, and that needs to be the one they need to focus on to just take them over the top. And if they can hold the hardpoints and S&Ds, they'll be fine.
Any final thoughts, Swagger?
No, I mean, I agree with that. I believe that was my first look at Imperial, so I'll be interested to see what they do going forward, especially Daptix. I want to see him play again and see what he can do as well. So, yeah, no, I agree with that analysis for sure. And, they're both good teams, and we'll just have to see what they do, if they can work on the areas that they need to improve.
All right, well, that will do it for us. Don't forget, we're actually going to have high likelihood of another matchup later in the week, so you will get to see the FaTL Eagle clan again. But until then, you can follow us on Twitter at Black Pony Gaming. You can also find us at www.blackponygaming.com. That will have all of your stats, players, bios, things like that on it. And that will do it for tonight. Good game to both teams. This was an interesting one, but definitely still an exciting one.